Greetings, beautiful family. Let's begin with some water. Today I have a beautiful bottle with lots of different beautiful animals on it. Yeah. Drinking to life because water is life. Living water. It's very early here. The life force of earth draws me out. Every morning I rise with the sun as she, I'm just an image because we move, but I rise out of the dark of the night and out of the dark of the core of matter. I rise every day again and again because I'm one. I am one with all that is. So I rise, I move with earth, I move with the cosmic winds, I move with the current of life, I move with the waters, and I move with the ocean. I have been attuning so deeply to the current of earth and the current, the universal current here in my physical body for many, many years. And there's another human who seems to be moving with life and being out here, meeting life fully like the birds. And and you can see all the people sitting there on the rocks which are about to be transformed, and just drinking in every moment. This beautiful rock, these winds, they come from the north today, and tuning into the day. And there is the light of the sun coming up out of the dark there on the horizon, and within me, within us, rising out of the dark. My core is anchored in the core of matter, in the dark divinity. And out of that all rises to meet me, and I rise to meet everything. So this morning, have you ever eaten seaweed? Maybe the seaweed you buy in a health food store that costs $50 or so and is that in a plastic bag. But have you eaten like a live seaweed? Often I feel life and earth is giving me what I need. And this morning, as I'm deepening in my oneness, I was walking and just found all this seaweed, and I started to nibble on it. It is super delicious. It's coming out of the sea. It's coming from the sea floor and out of the waves. And as I am full of living water in my body, the way I eat has also been changing. The seagulls greeting us, coming in. So beautiful. So my taste has been changing, my desire for what to eat. Much more, very different food. And energy flying, clearing. This is delicious. And the last few days I've been eating different seaweeds. The whole ocean is full of seaweed right now, and that is not always the case. And yeah, super delicious, full of nutrients, real salts, and yeah, it's just exactly what I need, or I wouldn't be eating it. And look at the beautiful pattern of it, the beautiful shape. What does it remind you of? You know, that is also like, that looks like part of my body, veins and vessels, blood vessels, and the color green. It's very powerful to eat your greens, right? And yeah, and this is like thick and juicy, and they also look like little hands. Yeah, very beautiful. I keep eating that after. And yeah, when you change your water, your life changes. When you change your water to living water, your life changes quite radically, but also slowly and deeply, as you can watch my journey over the almost 2 years now. Yeah, and since the frequencies of terahertz and PEMF have been working anew with my water, changing my frequency, everything changes, has been changing deeper into the oneness that I am. And that's what I'm observing. Everyone who has their feet on it in front of my eyes, they are changing, they are opening, the heart opens, the body opens. It's fascinating. Never seen something like this. And we are in a new energy, those of us who are. I am one. Yeah. All this work hasn't been for nothing. I'm in. Yeah. And what I'm sharing from this. I'm the embodiment of that. Yeah. And as I walk this planet, wherever I am, and I don't need to go far, I can go far with my consciousness anywhere, but everything rises to meet me here where I am, because I am also rising to meet everyone and everything, because everyone and everything is one with life. So when I rise again and again and again to meet, it's a beautiful butterfly, to meet life, I am meeting in life everyone and everything I am meant to meet. Because I'm here. I'm not disembodied and fragmented and somewhere else. I'm in. I am whole. Yeah. And at some point, after all the work we have been doing, it doesn't stop, but there is a shift where we are really in. Yeah. So the wholeness, the whole modalities I've been working with, like body talk, focused on wholeness and the whole system, that's where they are leading to, into wholeness, our holy wholeness. Yeah, one with all. Our divine essence merged in our body. Yeah, all our planes merged. Yeah, our multidimensional self aligned, open. Yeah. This beautiful bird at the moment, they are fishing a lot, and right next to me they are masters. They dart in precisely with precision, like a black panther, and get the little fish out. And then they bring it to their babies. They're all having little ones at the moment. Yeah. So, rising with gratitude, and the more we laugh, the higher we vibrate. So as I rise with gratitude, and I'm sitting here, how can you not be grateful? How could I not be grateful sitting here? My body hasn't got pain, I feel alive, I have the breath, I am connected, I am open, I am receiving the breath of life as I'm just sitting here and aligning my breath with the waves and the wind. I am aligned. But that doesn't mean I'm done now and I'm staying in bed. This means now I'm fully on, I'm fully here for the play, for the experience, for the connection, for the planet, for every living being. Yeah. To share the living water, to share the beautiful frequencies, to share this, which has taken a lot of hard work to get to. And where I am, I can lead others to, and these are the leaders I love working with, those of us who are in it, who have been going through it. It's not made up. We can feel it when someone has gone through it and lived it, and it doesn't come out of a book or a copy of anyone or anything. When we are in and have gone through it, through the pain, through the grief, through the transformation, through the metamorphosis. It's like the difference between an AI created butterfly and a real butterfly. The real butterfly has gone from a caterpillar into a butterfly. That's why my current profile picture is there, me standing with a butterfly. It's only just coming really through. But I have been going through the metamorphosis. Yeah, the deep transfiguration. To be whole and me, fully me. My true me, my soul, my essence. You cannot bypass this, you cannot buy it, you cannot create it with AI, you cannot fake it. You have to really go through it and make it. Not everybody makes it, some go back, some leave, die, leave the body. It's really a full-on process. And sometimes we need the assistance of others, we need the assistance of those who have gone before us. I'm grateful to everyone, or who are with us, same, and sometimes of devices. Like without this beautiful water, the living water, the return to origin water, I wouldn't be so fully here. And neither without the frequency devices that have just kicked something in the last months, and that they help me also detox continuously. And I'm sharing this with you also, you New Earth leaders and you Blue Rays. We are very sensitive beings, transmuting for others. So a lot of us Blue Rays at times have to stop sharing with others, because we are so transmuting so much that it can make us really sick, and we can really like lose our body for that, because it's full on. And another energy came in, you know, when all the bloods, so many bloods were altered in the last years. Yeah, it could have, sometimes it's too much for the system, because we are highly sensitive empaths. So filling myself up and filling my voltage up, turning my voltage fully on, filling my body up with the PEMF and the terahertz, and also detoxing and detoxing with the water and really deeply hydrating, I am operating differently now. I am stronger, and the frequency devices help me transmute. I have allies. These are my allies. So if you are a facilitator of any modality, a healer, a shaman, that's why I've called so many of my transmissions some time ago, calling the Kangen shamans together. Yeah, the return to origin shamans, where we are doing this together, and the water is our ally. Yeah, and so are the frequency devices. So if you hear that and feel it, then get in touch. And you are the leaders that I love working with, sharing with. We are not working, we are it. We are using them as allies and then sharing them with others. And we are, our true work, in inverted commas, our true sacred livelihood is just to be who we are. It's not to be a salesperson or so. That's how I see it. It's to be who we are. And who we are, for me, includes sharing what works for me. And my work, in inverted commas, is always, it never stops. It's 24/7 in all dimensions. And wherever I go, to be there, to radiate and emit and transmit my wholeness, my embodiment, and to meet certain souls, and they might just, we might just exchange something with each other, words, energy, and it was exactly what we needed. That's being the living temple out here. Yeah, that's not a ceremony that just happens for an hour and then it's finished. This is being non-stop in ceremony. That's where I'm in now. Yeah, deeply in the shamanic realm, which is a real, true realm. The life realm and the multidimensional realm. Yeah. So there are birds here that fly together. There are birds here that fly alone. And the birds are also not holding hands and flying. The birds are all flying alone, but sometimes together and sometimes alone, and then they meet again. So let's watch them today. There's 2 flying together. There is 7 flying together down there. And yeah. And just before, one was flying alone over me. There's one flying over the ocean alone. Now this is like us. We fly in sovereignty. We walk in sovereignty. We have had to embrace sacred alone space. Yeah, to get into our sovereignty. That means sometimes leaving relationships, even if they are loving and good, to come home to ourselves. We are never alone anyway, and in love, in the field of love and all dimensions, we were never separated, we are never separated, we are never alone, just like the birds and the waves here. We are all part of the one. Yeah. We are one, I am one, and we are one. Yeah. We are like a branch, like one little finger of the one source, expressing differently. And that's why I'm eating this today. Oh, and it is so delicious, so juicy. And what we eat and drink, we become. That's how our skin looks like, the inside of our body. I like to look juicy and filled up like this. This is also like our lung tissue. filled with fresh sea air, not smoke, fresh ocean air, fresh forest air, hydrated from the water, juicy. This is how my lungs look like. And as I'm imbibing this with all my senses and eating this, wow, 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 right in. You know, and our microbiome, we don't just have one, we have many. Our microbiome begins outside of our body. There's an energy around us which comes from the inside of our microbes. That's why sometimes hugging everybody is not so good, or it can be good to strengthen our microbiome, but we have to really listen. We can also take in already something that our microbiome doesn't like, so we have to feel it. If we feel like not to hug someone, we got to honor that. And how often as children were little kids forced to hug the aunt or the uncle or whatever, but felt like, oh no, I don't want that. And then cried to set the boundaries and were told to go override their boundaries. No wonder many adults have issues, and so did I, with knowing our own boundaries. We don't have to set them, we just need to be aware of them. Oh, lots of birds flying by. Chum, that's the exciting movie here that this life is. So, yeah, our microbiome, and if you take like antibiotics or so, you are killing a lot of the microbiome, and certain things are killing the microbiome. And when we drink living water, and with the frequency devices too, we are healing the microbiome. And when our microbiome needs to be fully on the skin, we have a skin microbiome, we have a microbiome in our nose, we have everywhere is our microbiome, our biome, our living soil, yeah, and that's really our immune system. It's based on the microbiome. That's all scientifically proven. I've studied that also deeply in the body talk system, in body ecology for body talkers. So this all comes in. All I have ever learned is flowing in with the water and the frequency devices. And if you are like sharing with me, working with me, or being in my team, that flows also into the whole field. That's important, because the devices, the water, everything is just part of the biodynamic wholeness system. Yeah, it's a whole, it's just part of it, allies. One thing is not it. We are one. Yeah, we are it. But we are so complex, just like Earth. Now our body is like this, and look at these beautiful flowers there. They're still closed. They will open soon with the sun. In the succulent plants, you know, we are meant to be succulent, not dry. Look at these succulent plants sharing their transmission. This is like the seaweed. How do you want to be? Dried up, dehydrated and dead? Or do you want to be succulent like this? You have to decide and bring your free will into that. That requires living water to start with, and then that will guide you further into changing your frequency, changing food. That all happens naturally out of that. So grateful for what the beloved is giving to me today. My love relationship with the beloved, the deep dark, the holy dark mother. She feeds me. She brought me this out of the ocean today, lots of it. So I'm feeling saturated. I am drinking living water, not deadening, dehydrating coffee. I'm drinking living water because I want to be succulent. not dry. And I make that choice. I want to be filled up with life and living frequencies, not artificial stimulants that take me off actually. That's my choice. I want to be succulent like these plants, not just for me, but for the whole. Because what is nicer and better for the whole, me being succulent or me being dry? Me being dead or me being vibrantly alive? What brings more joy to others? If I walk around dry and dead with my head down, with low energy and frequency, or alive like these birds, full of life. Oh, there's a beautiful aqua phoenix that just flew over us. There she is. There's a ray of the sun coming out. Yeah, so I am of highest service to the whole and everybody I encounter if I am full with high frequencies that I am, and energy and joy, universal joy, healthy, full of life force. That's how I am of highest benefit to this planet. That's what I'm radiating into the grid. Oh, all the cockatoos just flew in. Yeah, they hear me, of course. And there's this beautiful aerial magician. This is no coincidence. I am one with the animals. My ancestors are in them. All the animals I'm connected with, they fly in on certain things I say because they are connected with me and I with them. We are just in different bodies. Yeah. So this goes into the whole grid. I'm vibrating the grid with my frequency. This goes into every field I'm in that I give my energy to, if that is the Kangen field or the early life field or the Ista field or the Haydn temple training. Everywhere I've been in sacred communities, I vibrate the field with my continuously rising frequency. Because I don't stop, I don't settle. I keep rising. I keep rising into more succulence and more juiciness, into more full aliveness. Yeah, and we are each a ray of the one, like this one ray that is coming out of the sun now. Yeah, that is like us when we are fully lit up. We are like the birds. There's the cockatoos flying again, coming into this transmission. Oh, my heart. Yeah, so beautiful. The flowers are waving, the rays are coming out, and it's like the sun. It's, you know, we are all shining already. Some are just a bit more, or the cockatoos are right above us now. Magical. Magical. Thank you, thank you. And the more gratitude we have, the more we love. And the more we love, the higher we vibrate. So the cockatoos are now right behind me, right there with me, as are our ancestors, as are all we are together in the quantum field. And now we are meeting out here. Oh, that gives me shivers. Out here in the life, the true soul tribe that is walking together with us, where we are all aligned in shifting ourselves into the highest frequency for the whole. Yeah, to fly together like these birds. Ah, they're all coming in. Yeah, magical. So, when we are in, we are meeting our soul tribe. It can't be anything else. And before we are fully in, we can meet the almost soul tribe. We can meet the almost fractal. We can meet the almost perfect partner. because we're not fully in, we don't know yet. But when we are fully in, we know that it's all inside of us anyway, and everything outside of us is a reflection of what is inside of us. Then we know our allies, we know our communities, we know where we belong, because we belong to ourselves. And then we are anchoring into belonging into this body, not rejecting ourselves. We belong then here on earth, we belong in our communities. I live in a community as well, a living community, where we are taking care together of resources. I vibrate that field with my frequency as the embodiment of oneness. Yeah. The embodiment of unity. My field is filled up with animal spirits. Oh, thank you for coming in. As they fly around me, I feel more lifting off me, lifting. They're flying all around now, and flying out to sea, for us to see. We are also here today, as like the last few days, I'm farewelling this as is, been accepting it deeper, that the rocks how they are is going to be transformed. It's going to be building site here for quite a while, and yeah, focusing on what can be changed and what can't. And I had interesting meetings yesterday, aligned, because soul aligned living means we encounter everyone we need to encounter. Yeah, so I met my former neighbor. He was a builder, and he just did a job for the engineer of this project. He said to him he's about to start a project at Kurambin, and this is the rocks. So how beautiful all of this is coming in as I've been grieving that this is going to be changed. Yeah, so more information that helped me accept it, just more, yeah, surrender. That's what I'm always deepening into. Acceptance, surrender. I change what I can change, which is myself. And through my change, myself, I change the whole. And as, yeah, I'm a change agent. So I have to always confront change, actually. This never stops. Radical change. It can be sad as well, letting someone and something go that I love so much, that I'm comfortable with and got used to, and then change comes again and I have to adjust. Yeah. Of course, and that is what a change agent has to do, right? I've got full support. Yeah, they're waving at me, at us. Yeah. Oh, magical. Now, and I feel them in my heart. Yeah, they're helping me. They're helping me change. The animals are my allies too. You can see the joy they're right in my heart, in my being. Yeah. Full support. I've got full support from my ancestors. Full support in the divine alignment I am in. Full support from the dark energy of matter, from Source. Full support from God, Great Spirit, and everyone who is in that fractal with me. Full support. Yeah, full support. Deep gratitude And remember, the higher, the more we love, the more grateful we are, the higher we vibrate. The joy of the birds to be together. And they're together and swinging in the trees, and I don't know how far of the vegetation will be taken away here for the project. So when we are change agents, we also are being guided to places that are in transition to help the transition, to let all the energy now off the rocks as is and off the trees go into the grid, and then there's just a hollow body there that will be taken away, and then the change comes. This is like sometimes we lose something on our body to rebuild it. And yeah, let's eat a bit of seaweed to that. Succulent seaweed, oh my god, it is so delicious. So much more delicious than the dried stuff out of the health food store. This is my health food store. The ocean, the earth, the rocks, the birds, the wind, the sun, the minerals that I'm absorbing out here, the flowers, and since charging up with the frequency of PEMF and terahertz, yeah, my body feels so full. I haven't felt needed like supplements or anything. Yeah, I love taking the ukon, which means the turmeric in Japanese, that comes from Okinawa, that has been grown in Kangen water. It's very, very powerful. They are little golden capsules that activate. I find them very activating. Yeah. So, different shades of green. All different shades of green. In honor of all the animal kingdom as well, and the plant kingdom. Beautiful transmission of the birds. Oh. They're even in this tree now above us. Let's receive their blessings and their transmission of unity in community. This is the return of the bird tribes. And the return of the bird tribes stands for us uniting. From within, we unite on the outer. Like I shared yesterday, meeting beautiful soul family everywhere now. It's happening. Yeah. You know, where I'm sitting here, this is also where I planted my flag of the leader that I am, of the Aqua Phoenix movement, the leader of the leaders, the leader of the sovereign leaders. Yeah. Not a leader of followers, a leader of leaders, a leader of ascending masters, as we all are. That is not our ego, that is our soul, our spirit, our true self. ascending masters, embodied masters, sovereign leaders. Do you think or feel that the planet needs exactly that? Or half dead, asleep, toxified, fragmented humans in separation consciousness? Well, you decide where you put your energy and your focus and what you want to cultivate. Yeah. Can't be fake. Otherwise it's just like a plastic tree. We have to grow our roots into the dark soil. And we have to reach our branches up to the light and bring ourselves to life. This is a very powerful bird transmission this morning. Yeah, Return of the Bird Tribes. Read that book if you feel called to. Super powerful. Whew. Let's drink to that again. Yeah, feels coming to a close. All is set, all is done. I will go into the ocean now and dance and swim and move my body, bring myself more to life, charge myself up for the day so that I can meet everyone that I'm going to meet fully in my best energy, in my highest frequency, fully on, fully filled up. So, yeah, at one with all, my inner union and my oneness. Sending a few more waves of love, waves of oneness. Memory of these rocks and how this looks like now. And one more thing, you know, when I feel that so painfully, like when I found out about the change, and this is not just about the change now. This is about also feeling the deep change that has happened to this continent, this whole planet. A lot of concreting and just taking from Earth instead of working with her in harmony and in union. It's taking from Mother, taking from Earth, taking from the feminine. So we are shifting all of this into full flow exchange, giving, receiving in equal ways. But for that we need to be in full flow, otherwise we cannot realize what is given to us. We can't perceive what Mother gives to us until we are connected deeply with her. Like our children often don't really know what we as mothers have given them, have been giving them, until they are mature enough to realize, you know. And so we only fully realize when we are really surrendering to feeling that. When we realize and open to this full flow, filling ourselves up, coming ourselves into full flow, only then can we fully share with another. And that not from martyrdom, not from giving to be then empty, but full flow, giving and receiving, when we are in overflow and full wholeness. So thank you. This was the most profound transmission this morning, and with these powerful birds coming in, the air is filled with their sound, with their soul song. Their energy is just uplifting my spirit further and transmitting here fully in. Very powerful. And you might receive this fully, or you might not. You might have clicked on and then scrolled and gone away again, or you might receive the full gift that this is from Source. This is not my ego or from my personality, this is just from life itself. Because I am life, I am earth, I am the ocean, I am the whole. And all the transmissions here, are that spoken into the word. So the codes wake up your codes and help you remember, and anyone, and just goes into the grid as well, and vibrating the fields, vibrating the web, our mycelium network. So with the silence of the birds, I'm dropping into silence now and going into the waters with the whales and the seaweed, and thank you. So much gratitude, so much love for all of you, with all of you. And I see you again later, and always in the field. I feel almost dizzy now from this powerful transmission. It's grounding into the grid. And if you are open, you will be able to feel it and receive fully. And the more you open, the more you can receive. See you later, beloveds. Have a magical day. And remember, the more we love, the higher we vibrate. The higher we vibrate, the more we love. And the easier everything shifts around into the planet of love, which all is.